Here's a truth that most teachers won't tell you if you're waiting until the progress report. That's right, the report card that comes out the second month of school to get an understanding of exactly where your child is at in French. The gap has already been formed. Sorry to drop that bomb on you, but that is the truth of the matter. So what does that mean? Well, it means in the first few weeks of school, I always encourage parents, ask the teacher, how is my child coming along so far? So far. It may seem like just a few weeks, but I'll tell you what, those first few weeks are when you are getting an understanding about what your child's going to be learning. Teachers are already starting to introduce concepts and implement concepts that if your child is not grasping them, by next month, by October, it is going to be a lot more difficult to catch up and close those gaps. That is why we are starting our fall program September 22nd. Now, this program is for those in French immersion grade 1 to 10, not 8, grade 1 to 10. And the reason why this program is so imperative is because it addresses what I consider the most important part of language acquisition, and that's the foundations. We're talking reading comprehension. Of course, the foundations is my very simple way of explaining it to you, but if your child is in immersion, they're already doing French at a deeper level. So what we're looking at is building or rebuilding a lot of the holistic pieces of your child's education in the French language, meaning we're focusing on the reading, writing, listening, speaking. All of those have to be equally strong in order for them to be considered bilingual at the end of high school. So we're focusing on that. For your kids who are older, the grammar comes into play. We have to make sure they're sharp and they're tight on that because grammar affects the way you speak. It affects the way you write. You get the picture. So grades 1 to 10, French immersion. We're starting our Prodigy program next week, and we want your child to be there. Avoid that shock of the first report card and get ahead of it. DM me to learn more.